In July 1918, a dimly lit cellar in the heart of Yekaterinburg, Russia, witnessed the hushed whispers of the final Romanovs, the last reigning European dynasty. Their fate was sealed, the once mighty rulers reduced to prisoners in their own land. The Romanov dynasty, which had graced Europe with its grandeur for over 3 centuries, was on the brink of extinction, marking the end of an era. The downfall of the Romanovs was a cataclysmic event that altered the course of history, shrouded in intrigue, betrayal, and tragedy. The roots of the Romanov dynasty can be traced back to the year 1613, when young Michael Romanov was elected as the Tsar of Russia, marking the beginning of a prosperous yet tumultuous reign. For centuries, the Romanovs entrenched themselves as the rulers of a vast and diverse empire, their opulent palaces symbolizing their authority and wealth. Their rule saw the transformation of Russia from a backward and rural society to a major European power, leaving an indelible mark on the continent's history. However, the reign of the Romanovs was not without its challenges. The unyielding weight of tradition and autocracy placed immense strain on the dynasty, fostering dissent among the populace. The seeds of revolution were sown, fueled by the discontent of the working class and the burgeoning calls for reform. The Romanovs, entrenched in their opulence and detached from the plight of their subjects, failed to grasp the shifting sands of power, setting the stage for their ultimate downfall. The tides of revolution swept through Russia, and the Romanov dynasty found itself confronted with a burgeoning wave of discontent and unrest. The February Revolution of 1917 shook the foundations of the Romanov rule, leading to the abdication of Nicholas II, the last Tsar of Russia. The once mighty dynasty, revered for its grandeur and authority, now stood weakened and vulnerable, teetering on the precipice of oblivion. Amidst the chaos and turmoil, the Romanovs found themselves ensnared in the clutches of fate. The October Revolution of 1917 heralded the ascent of the Bolsheviks, led by Vladimir Lenin, plunging Russia into a maelstrom of violence and upheaval. The Romanovs, once revered as the rulers of a vast empire, were now prisoners in their own land, their fate hanging in the balance. The trappings of power and privilege were stripped away, leaving the Romanovs ensnared in the web of their own undoing. Pervaded by fear and uncertainty, the Romanovs languished in captivity, their once glorious dynasty brought to its knees. The specter of doom loomed large, casting a pall of despair over the erstwhile rulers, their legacy hanging in the balance. It was in the dead of night, the air heavy with foreboding, that the Romanovs met their tragic and gruesome end. In the darkness of that fateful cellar, the final chapter of the Romanov dynasty played out in a harrowing crescendo of betrayal and violence. The staccato of gunfire shattered the silence, echoing through the annals of history as the last breaths of the Romanovs were extinguished, marking the end of an epoch. The downfall of the Romanovs sent shockwaves across Europe, reverberating through the corridors of power and reshaping the geopolitical landscape. The demise of the once mighty dynasty served as a potent reminder of the fragility of power and the capriciousness of fate, a cautionary tale etched in the annals of history. In conclusion, the downfall of the Romanov dynasty stands as a poignant testament to the ephemeral nature of power and the inexorable march of time. The grandeur and opulence that once defined the Romanovs now lay shrouded in the mists of history, a poignant reminder of the transient nature of authority. The tragic demise of the Romanovs serves as a haunting reminder of the perils of hubris and the immutable forces that shape the destiny of nations. As the echoes of their downfall reverberate through the corridors of time, the final European dynasty was consigned to the annals of history, an indelible testament to the capricious whims